All right. My name is Chris Campbell. I'm a practicing CPA, and I work with small businesses and individuals to help them pay the least amount of taxes possible while keeping you out of jail. Today, I wanted to talk about business funding. I had a client recently who had started a business, and the way that they got their startup capital was through what's called a ROBS plan, which is an acronym for rollover business startup plan. And I figured I'd share it because it can be a relatively easy way for people to get capital to start business. What this plan is, it's actually funds from a 401k plan. So the way it works is that if you have a 401k plan at an employer, now you can't work there anymore. Let's say it was an old employer and you have a 401k plan with them. You can take the funds from that 401k account and have that be the capital for your business. Now you can't just withdraw it from your account and start the company or pay for things with the company, because if you take money from your 401k, you get taxed and you get penalized for it. The ROBS plan presents a tax-free, penalty-free way to do it. The first step is you need to create a corporation, and it has to be a C corporation. Can't be an S, can't be an LLC, it has to be a C corporation. After that, you create a retirement plan for this corporation. And then once you create that company, and once you create that retirement plan for your new company, you then go to your old 401k and do a rollover into the company that you just created into their retirement plan. So the way it's treated, you're rolling over the funds from one retirement plan to another. So that's a completely tax-free transaction. Once you do that, your new company's retirement plan will then go and purchase the stock of the new company that you just created. That's why it has to be a C corporation, because you need to do the transfer of shares, and your new company's retirement plan will go and purchase your new company's shares. So your retirement plan is an owner, and the person whose K it was originally is a shareholder. Now you can have other shareholders involved, but you need to make sure that the person who was originally on the original 401k, they have to be a shareholder as well. Additionally, that person, the original 401k holder, they do need to be an employee of the company. Now, once the retirement plan has purchased the shares in the company, in exchange for the shares, those funds become property of your new company. So at that point, you'll have your operating capital to do what you need to do, make purchases, inventory, whatever fees that you need to do to get the business going. It's a pretty cool way to get funding. It's a tax-free transaction. You're not necessarily paying any interest on the money. It's a good way to get going. Now, there is a couple things you do have to take into consideration. You do need help executing this. So once you set up a retirement plan for your new company, there's a number of compliance issues that you have to make sure that you do, a number of filings that you have to do in addition to tax returns, but there are a number of things that you have to do to stay in compliance because it is a retirement plan. There are a number of companies out there that will assist you with that. They charge you maybe $100, $150 a month. So that is something that you'll have to pay on an ongoing basis. So another issue to be concerned about is that you must remain a C corporation, which isn't necessarily the most tax advantageous entity, because you get into the whole double taxation thing. If you're a corporation, I usually advise to go the S, because you avoid the double taxation and you can be a little more liberal as far as pulling money out of the company. Once you're a C corporation, it's a little bit more strict as far as pulling money out of the company. Most of it really just needs to be in the form of a payroll, and then if you pay out dividends or take additional draws, you got to split it between paying yourself and then but also putting money back into the retirement plan, because keep in mind they are a shareholder as well. So it's a little bit more administrative work, and it's not necessarily the most tax efficient way to operate the business. But if you're in a situation where the capital is there, it could be a quick and easy way to do it. And the last thing you have to consider, I believe you need a minimum of $50,000 in your retirement account to do it. If you have a retirement account that's smaller than that, I don't think you're eligible. So there you have it. So if you are thinking about getting into business or starting a business and you need funding, this could be a way for you to obtain the funding. All right, so that's all for now. Hopefully it was helpful. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about this or any other tax or accounting questions. Happy to help. Till then, see you on the next one.